We could make a lot more videos about politics, Trump, what's going on with the Fed, all of that kind of stuff, but that doesn't make you any money. It's funny, it gets us way more views, but today we're gonna show you how to actually make money. The way you make money is picking up the gosh dang phone and talking to real estate agents or sellers and making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a pop. This is a call we're gonna be breaking down just like an NFL team would after they lost the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. What did we do well? What did we do poorly? And as we go through this call, I will whiteboard my thoughts and we'll break it down at the end of the video. I'll tell you why I said what I said.
Hello.
I was 11 minutes late. My name is Pace. I was supposed to call you about 11 minutes ago, but I was helping somebody off a foreclosure cliff, and I ended up having a longer call than expected.
I understand.
You've probably been there before, haven't you?
Not exactly, but I'm kind of getting into that situation now, and I'm sure it's the home that you're calling about.
Oh, okay. The Buckeye deal.
Yes.
Okay. What's going?
Yes.
Catch me up to speed. What's going on with it?
Well, basically, it's just a family that up and moved out, but they still own the home.
Okay.
And they are. We had it on the market for 3 months, and it just expired. And they want me to reinstate it, which I haven't yet.
You're saying reinstate the listing or reinstate the mortgage?
The listing.
Okay, got it.
It's not in foreclosure yet.
Well, did you only get a 3-month listing, or did you catch the tail end of somebody else's listing?
No, I had it for 90 days.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that your business model?
Why? What's your point?
Oh, my point, I just usually see like a 6-month listing. I'm super.
No, I did it for 90 days.
I love that. All right,
Because
cool.
usually it doesn't take that long.
Got it. Okay, cool. So they left the property, and did they have like a job relocation or something?
No, I think they literally just abandoned it and left town.
Okay, and did they communicate that to you when you were listing the property?
No.
Got it. Okay. And are they at least communicating with you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I don't think they 100% understand the whole process. Long story short, I've tried to get a hold of the mortgage company to do a short sale with the owner's feedback and participation, but they wouldn't really discuss it with me, even though we both were on the line.
Yeah.
They ended up sending paperwork to the homeowner to fill out, which he started but doesn't know how to fill it all out. I don't have the paperwork. He does.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think they need to do a short sale and move on.
Would they be willing to let somebody take over the payments on it?
Yes, possibly, but to be transparent, my broker said that's not in their best interest.
I mean, a short sale is going to hurt their credit. Taking over payments is going to improve their credit.
I know that, but so is a foreclosure.
Yeah, but taking over their payments will improve their credit.
Well, I mean, possibly, but how do they get out from under it? They're not in a position that they probably should hold on to it long term, because no disrespect, they're not like you and I that could use it as an investment or something.
Yeah, I guess if they're in
I'm just being real.
No, I'm on the same page as you. I totally get it, and I agree with everything you're saying. A short sale is not a bad idea. Foreclosure is the worst idea. Obviously, that's what you and I are on the same page.
Yes.
My best interest is taking over the payments. It also gets your commissions paid, which is nice. I pay your commissions. They don't have to come out of pocket, and I take over the payments.
Does it have to be relisted with me for me to be able to help them with that?
No.
And then how do I know that they are being taken care of and not taking advantage of?
This will take about 45 seconds to answer. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
Okay, so when we close escrow, we'll go through obviously a title company, and I will hire a servicing company that will pull the money out of my bank account every month and that servicing company will make the payment 5 days before it's due. And that servicing company will communicate with the seller that I've made the payment on time, the money's come out, not even on time, 5 days early. And they will be communicated to, and if you want to be communicated to, which I've never had an agent that wanted that, but I could have you on that too.
No, once it's done, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I am the type of person that, yeah, it's nice. I'm a realtor because I make money, but I also am a realtor because I like to help people, and I don't want them to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, totally get it. How let's ask.
You are.
What could go wrong? Tell me what's in your mind, what you think would happen, or could happen rather. Sorry.
Well, let me add another twist to the story.
Ooh, I love twists. Let's do it.
When they purchased the home, they had 2 other family members co-sign with them.
Oh, okay.
And there's like 4 people on the loan.
Okay, cool. So I'll tell you one side of the coin, and you probably have the other side of the coin, which I appreciate. My side of the coin is, why would you short sell when there's 3 families' credit that's going to get hurt from a short sale?
Well, it's actual, well, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a husband and wife are one side, and 2 brothers are the other side, but I don't know the exact connection to the family, and they all help each other.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So when the house was originally purchased, they co-signed.
Yeah, makes sense.
But meanwhile, I'm sure their credit's being affected by my clients have probably not paid for 6 months.
Okay, so they're in foreclosure now.
Well, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay,
they
haven't gotten a letter from the trustee or anything?
They haven't communicated that to me.
Okay.
And again, they moved out of state.
Got it, makes sense. So if I bought the property, not only would I take over the payments, I would catch up the 6 months of payments. So I would actually rebuild their credit for them.
Right.
I mean, if you put it on a list of pros and cons, there are no pros on the short sale. If I didn't exist with my offer, I could see why a short sale would be the best thing for them. But when you compare it to me and my offer, which is I'll catch up their payments, I'll get your commissions paid, I'll pay closing costs, and I will make the payments for them to rebuild the credit of 3 families. Yes. I don't know how that could even be compared on a short sale, which I know you're not.
Well, I get that.
Yep.
I totally do.
Yep.
But where my dilemma is, the listing just expired a week ago.
Yep.
And I haven't redone it yet. I'm in the process, but again, it's not always cut and dry communicating with them because they're out of state and they're on, don't always reply immediately, and one thing leads to another. And I did actually used to know them and communicate with them personally, but then they moved.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, I'll give you some homework if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let them know you found a buyer, and that the buyer would like to go see the house this Sunday. I'll pay their commission. I'll pay the commissions.
But I'm not under contract with them presently.
Okay. How do we get you back under contract? Is you bring a buyer to the table.
Yeah.
And even if they don't relist with you, why couldn't you just represent me and I'll pay you commissions on my side?
Well, I guess I could, but I have to have
buyer broker. Yeah, great. I'll sign whatever you want me to sign. Let's roll.
I'm not saying no. I just need to think through this.
No problem. Let me give you more to think. Let me make sure you got everything.
Legal and ethical.
Okay, no problem. You can talk to your broker. Let me give you everything to think about, though. Okay.
Yes.
So go to the buyer or go to the seller and say, I have a buyer. He'll pay my commissions. He'll catch up your 6 months of payments, and he'll help rebuild your credit. Would you like?
I know they would say yes.
Perfect. Okay. So what's the hesitation? Just making sure you get documented for your commission?
That, yes. And making sure that I'm not doing something I shouldn't be doing, which is on the better, for my clients.
Of course. Who would you like to talk to about that? Is your broker pretty good person to ask those kind of questions? Some brokers are knuckleheads. Some are good. Some are not great.
He's fine.
Okay.
But I'll be honest, you are probably about the 6th or 8th investor that's wanted to purchase this home.
Okay. Well, I could either be the person that gets it done or the person that follows up in a week, whatever you want to do.
Let me do some more talking with them and figuring this out. Now, you said, hold on. What is your name again?
My name is Myron Briley. Myron, Myron Briley. Myron Briley.
B-R-I-L what?
E-Y.
E-Y.
Yeah.
Briley, Myron. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're with who?
I'm with my own real estate business. I'm not a licensed agent. I'm just an investor.
Perfect.
Yep. Which is why I would have you represent me on the buy side.
Right. Well,
whatever we got to do to get you paid that commission, I don't care. Ask your broker.
All right. Is the number you're calling me from?
That's my cell.
Your direct?
That's my direct.
Okay. Let me think about it. I honestly am I know that we did have a call scheduled from talking to your friend, which, by the way, he called me at 6:30 by mistake.
Nice.
I was awake, so it was all okay, but he did apologize. I just thought it was funny.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry.
actually, I don't normally answer that early, but I happen to have my phone in my hand, and I'm like, hello?
Nice. You're like, who the heck is this?
Well, I saw the name, so I knew who it was.
Okay, got it.
Anyway, that's just something funny. No big deal. I'm pretty easy that way.
So I live on the east side. I'm over in Mesa.
Okay.
I am going.
Okay, so you're local. That's good.
Yeah. And I'm buying a property the same way on Sunday in Buckeye. I would love to stop by and see the house on Sunday if possible.
What time?
Oh, great question. I don't know. Probably early afternoon, like 1 or 2 or 3, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember. The reason why I'm hesitating is I can't remember the appointment that I set for Sunday.
That's fine. Can you give me a text or call me back and let me know? I can meet you there.
I would love to.
Since you're local. But
take me to lunch.
You take me to lunch.
I'll take you to lunch.
No, I'm just teasing. Anyway. That's fine, but let me.
I'll show you a window. I got my homework. You got your homework. You go figure out your stuff. I'll text you a window, and we'll see if we can figure it out.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to tell you right now. There's so many things to break down in this call. A couple of things. Brokers, please understand that I like working with you, but I'm going to beat you up right now. Your agent says, well, my broker doesn't want somebody to take over this person's payments because we don't want them to be taken advantage of. Interesting. So your seller is 6 months behind on their payments. Their credit is completely getting obliterated, and you're willing to either A, put them into foreclosure, or B, put them into a short sale, and that is ethical to you. That's okay with you because at least somebody's not screwing them over. First and foremost, if you don't have all the options to provide to your seller, because of your inexperience or the fact that you're uneducated, you are putting your seller into a bad situation. These are the only 2 options she has, foreclosure and short sale. I come along, I lay out the benefits and I say, hey, I'll catch up their arrears. I will pay your commissions. I will do all of that. And what does she keep going back to? Ethics, broker, my broker. I don't know, my broker may be okay with this. Okay, great. Do you guys know what happened with this deal? Let's see if you guys can guess. Put in the comments down below what you think happened on this deal, and I'll tell you at the end of me breaking this all down. So as I went through, I make a call, I make a joke, pretty classic for me. I want to kind of gauge who that person is. We called late intentionally. And what I usually say when I call people late, you'll forget this part of the video because it was 8 minutes long, but I said, hey, I'm so sorry I'm calling you late. I was saving somebody from foreclosure. Guys, I wasn't saving anybody from foreclosure. I just say that when I'm late. The reason why we called her late is because I was on another phone call and I worked into her calendar or into her schedule a little bit. And then I had to break down that call for the people that were sitting there with me. And so I ended up calling 11 minutes late. So instead of just saying, hey, I apologize for calling late, I said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for calling late. I was saving somebody from foreclosure, okay? Which then got her to tell me what was going on. Oh, the family moved out. The house has been 3 months on market. Why did this lady list a house for 90 days? The typical real estate agent lists their properties for their sellers for 180 days. Why did she sign a listing? She says, well, because that's normally all it takes. No, it doesn't. The average days on market in Phoenix, Arizona right now are 80. Okay, days on market, DOM, that stands for the day until somebody gives you a contract that you accept. That doesn't mean that the house is sold and it's been closed. That means I gotta wait 80 days until I get an offer that I would even accept. That's the average in Maricopa County. Why would you even take a listing at 90 days? That makes no sense to me. So I'm already kind of losing this real estate agent through this call, meaning I'm realizing that long-term, I probably don't want to work with this real estate agent because I move too fast. The processor in my brain is like ChatGPT with real estate. She's kind of like Microsoft Windows, Microsoft XP back in the day. But I was just like, okay, if I'm wanting to do 5 or 6 deals a year with this agent, she is oh my gosh, even when you have all the right answers, she still's like, let me think about it. What's there to think about? Your seller's 6 months behind on their payments. They're gonna get foreclosed on and or a short sale. And I'm telling you, I'll get your commissions paid and I'll catch up their arrears. What is there to think about? There is nothing to think about. She even says, I go, why don't you ask your seller if they'd be open to a buyer coming in and doing, catching up the payments, doing the thing. What did she say? I already know they'll say yes, but why was she hesitating? Because all she cared about was she wanted to make sure I was gonna cover her commissions, and it was documented through something called a buyer-broker agreement. She didn't say that, I had to put those words in her mouth. She's like, well, yeah. So even though this is the best scenario for her seller, okay, by the way, people that ask me, who would ever let you take over somebody's house Subto? That's crazy. Who would ever let you take over the payments? Guys, these people literally abandoned their house, abandoned a home. I'm gonna say that again. They abandoned the home. That's who, okay? So I went through the whole thing. It was a great call, had a lot of fun, but it's interesting to me. My number one takeaway when I go back and rewatch this is that these are the people that are licensed real estate representatives selling people's homes. These are the people that are out there with licenses that you guys, if you're a retail seller, are trusting. Now, not all agents are like this. I will tell you, and she's a great lady, okay, but I'd say about 5% of agents are what we call unicorn agents. They understand creative finance. They understand how to provide all these benefits to their sellers, and they would never call their broker for something so simple. Wait, I have an investor that's gonna catch up my people's payments and get my commission paid and rebuild their credit and protect them from foreclosure and short sell, and everything he said is credible. Oh my gosh, and he's willing to go walk the property, and he's local. Every single thing along the way. Do you guys know what happened with this deal? Any guesses? Andre, Matt, anybody got a guess on this? What happened on this? Did she ever call me back? She never called me back. So what did we do? I called the seller directly. She's already been fired, right? She said my listing expired 2 days ago. So we waited a week. I sent her a text. She did not reply to my text message. I just called the seller directly. I went on DealSauce, pulled up the address, got the phone number from the seller, called the seller directly, and I said, hey, I talked to your agent. They said you'd probably be good for this. They go, oh, we fired that agent. She would never call us. She never communicated with us. Isn't it interesting that the seller literally said the exact opposite of what the agent said? The agent says, oh, I can't get a hold of them. They don't understand. And so they said, she never called us. She never let us know what was going on. We left the house because she assured us that she could sell the house in 3 months. That's why we gave her the listing. Everything was the opposite of what she said. She took a 3-month listing, not because that's normal, it's because it's abnormal, and she went to the seller and promised something she couldn't uphold. She said, I guarantee you I can sell this house in 90 days. So they left the house and they moved in with their other family members because she promised that she could sell the house. She's not telling me the truth. So what ended up happening is I ended up just calling the seller. I did not break any ethics violations, by the way. I'm not an agent. I can call whoever I want. But even if I was an agent, I still didn't break any laws. Why? Because she was fired 2 days before we made this call. So there's so many takeaways here, but the biggest takeaway here, guys, is this game is a blue ocean. There are people that are abandoning their houses because agents don't know what they're doing, and all I do is play a little bit of cleanup. I call expired listings, super simple. Gosh, this call breakdown, this could be a 5-hour masterclass on all these different things. Let me see if I got anything else. Takeover payments, relisted. Okay. Also, some agents that keep bringing up their broker, when they bring up their broker, they really respect authority. Okay. And so what I do to boss them around, they actually like that, is I go, let me give you some homework. And then I get a little bit bossy because I recognize their personality wants somebody to just tell them what to do. You'll notice I did that to her 2, maybe 3 times. I was like, well, let me just tell you what to do. And then she's like, okay. Why did I know that? Because she kept bringing up her dumb broker. By the way, if you're a broker and you think foreclosure or short sale is better for these clients than a Subto deal, you are unethical. You should lose your license. That is absolutely unethical. Not giving them the option. And if you don't like Subto, then why not a lease option? Why not an executory contract? Why not an agreement for sale? Why is probably because you don't know that. You probably are taking your continued education classes in the state of Arizona and having a virtual assistant take those classes for you so you don't have to sit there and actually learn what these things are. That's unethical. So why is that? Am I criticizing agents? No, I'm trying to highlight to the real estate investors out there that as you talk to agents, it is okay for you to just recognize that that agent is not somebody you want to do business with long term. Hopefully this was a great video for you. Oh my gosh, this makes me want to just get on calls and make more money. We bought this house. We helped this seller get out of foreclosure. We ended up selling it to another family that was dying to get into a house just like this. They came in with enough money to pay me $10,000 and catch up the arrears for this family, get them back out of foreclosure, close escrow, and now that family is in the house. They bought it Subto, and I made a quick $10,000. Why did I make it? Because it's a blue ocean. The opportunities are endless. If you guys want to learn more about Subto and how those deals are structured, we'll put a video right here of one of these big whiteboard breakdowns that we've done about Subto and how you can get into the game of creative finance as well. Let us know what other things you want to learn in the comments below. Matt's forcing me. He's choking me lightly and saying, bro, we need some more comment videos. Let's read the comments and let's make some videos. So please make some comments, and on your way down there, hit a little subscribe, maybe share this with your mom. We'll see you later.